Oh hey guys, we're staying at Disney's Fort Wilderness Campgrounds. Welcome to my crib. Come on in. So we had planned a Disney staycation long before the world decided to end, and our vacation got punted multiple times. We were supposed to be at French Quarter as of most recently, like 2 months ago. When we went to reschedule, it wasn't available, but was available was the Fort Wilderness Cabins. We've wanted to stay here for probably the last 17, 20 years. We have emails going back and forth from that long ago saying like, we should really get out there. So we're finally here. I'm gonna take you on a little tour of the cabin. And excuse a little bit of the mess, we just got in, but we have a little dining area here. I love the wooden chairs. This is so cool. You do have a 2-burner stove, you have a microwave, you have a full fridge and freezer, which we stocked up. We were able to make our breakfast for tomorrow. Plenty of goodies and snacks and things like that here too. We did bring stuff to cook, because we'll show you not only can you cook inside, you have a full barbecue outside and a picnic table to be able to enjoy the outside. And nothing like a little bit of ambiance out in the backyard, huh? So going back to the kitchen, you turn right, we have our little living room set. Jess is with us here as well. You have a nice big TV. I mean, it's like at least 55 inches or so. Couple little desk or sitting type areas over here where you can, if you wanted to do work, I guess, you can pull a chair over. You have a convertible sofa, so this turns into a nice bed. Lots of plugs in the wall. Look at the lamps. They're moose. Moosh in the house. And we'll walk inside here. We have some artwork. Little Bambi on the wall. And in here, washroom, full bath, shower, and you have the shampoo and everything on the wall. And one thing you should notice that they've put cleaned notations on things, because we're in the time of COVID. They've done extra deep cleaning. It took them a little bit longer to get the rooms ready for people to be able to check in here today. So things like this and the remote controls and other things that are common areas, they do a deep cleaning in between guests. You have this really nice looking vanity. Me in the mirror, and then you get one bedroom. And in the bedroom you got a nice queen size bed. It kind of looks like a full size bed maybe. Bear lamps in here. And look at this picture. It's the trading post. Frontierland at Disneyland. And on this side, bunk beds. So Jess could either sleep on a bunk bed or more likely she'll sleep on the pull-out couch that's in the front there. You got a nice closet space with the safe and another nice little vanity area if you want to plug in things and maybe do your hair if you have any, and I don't really have that problem, or make yourself look good. And this is what it looks like. You do have a second door if you want to be able to get out onto the deck. And you have another nice piece of art here, the Campground Railroad, Fort Wilderness, 1972. So you see people in the boats. One of the things that we were hoping to do is to get down to the marina and be able to take one of the boats out, because they do have like pontoon boats for rental and they're $45 for half an hour. Had planned on doing that and hoped on doing that because we did fishing on site here last year, I believe. We can put a link to that video up here somewhere. But the pontoon boats you could take out and rent and get them out on the water yourself, but then fortunately they're not in service at this time, so So we did bring a solo stove with us as well, so we can have a little campfire going here tomorrow night. We plan on barbecuing out here tomorrow night. Tonight, plan on being able to get some chicken and ribs to go. We do have garbage within the cabin, but if you want to go outside, they have glass and recycled stuff outside here. And this should give you an idea of how close the cabins are to each other. So there's some privacy, but they are still fairly close to each other. The regular trash right over here as well, and doggy bags. We also rented a golf cart, and this is an upcharge, of course, so they're not free, but you can rent a golf cart, take them along the property. There's an outlet on the wall, so you can plug it in overnight. The golf carts are electric, but unlimited use while you're on the campgrounds. Oh boy, here we go. There are 330 or so cabins here to be able to rent as well. And of course, that's in addition to actual campsites where you can bring your RVs and trailers and tents and things like that to camp out here. And away we go. We're staying right down the block from where Yoda lives. Got the pool area over here. We'll come back to that. A little perspective. got walking and bike trails over here too. If you need any amenities, any souvenirs, any good stuff, there are trading posts, 2 of them on property.
Yeah, I do. I have a discovery. She said, well, now. You took it. I have stuff in my house.
And we're passing by areas where there's some trailers hooked up. I want to just be able to take a quick spin in here and show you what one of these campsites look like. There are different sizes for the different types of trailers that you may be bringing here. Campsites have picnic tables, barbecues, and your hookups for your trailers as well. So you're at the space, good to go. This is the distance in between each of these slabs or spaces for your trailers here. This one's empty to the right of me. This one's empty to the left, but you can see there's a fair amount of room. Some of these campsites are really nicely decorated. There's a tent outside of that RV over there.
That's weird.
This has been the dream for many years, but I'm kind of, look at this. Airstream over here, gorgeous. I'm kind of stuck between wanting to move back to New York and be in the city and also being in the country or touring the country itself in an RV. Approaching Crockard's Tavern and Pioneer Hall. Playground out of commission for now. They've removed all of the swings and there's a barrier up where you're not supposed to go in there and get on the slides and stuff. And in case you were coming up here for any period of time, you could plug in your golf cart right up here too. And of course, Pioneer Hall, home of Hoop-De-Doo Review. That's not running right now because of COVID. We'll be back eventually. This was a fantastic show, a great way to spend a night at Disney if you're not going to be in the parks. However, I'd say not a great idea to go to Hoop-De-Doo Review right before you're running one of the races here for Run Disney, because that's what we did the last time, and you'll feel it. Horse-drawn excursions, and we've got construction going on over here. And we've got the bus loop down that way as well. It's really weird to see this whole area just kind of dead at the moment. This is where we're going, P&J Southern Takeout, Country Fixins to go. This is the menu for lunch and dinner. We're going full slab ribs and chicken. Enter here. This is where the buffet used to be. So many dessert goodness items over here. Not today. There's a hidden Mickey back there.
I'm part of the decor. Can you tell I'm smiling?
Holy buffalo roll. We got our food. We're going back to the cabin. This is our feast. I was looking forward to this for the longest time. Look at those ribs. Chicken, beans, mac and cheese, mashed potatoes. So one thing we did when we visited Universal when it reopened in City Cabana Bay, we did a little UV light test. As soon as they go around and show you everything. We've already kind of did it once over here. There's not a lot to show. Like, everything is, for the most part, pretty immaculate. I mean, we've got a couple spots in the shower. You guys can see that. And a couple of fingerprints on the wall, but literally nothing else here. So when you say they've cleaned, not much of anything. You got a little bit up there, residue from cleaning, and then In the bedroom, nothing. I mean, we got one tiny stain on the bed, but for the most part, already done the once over here. Nothing to be found. So, in the times of COVID and being worried about extra germs or uncleanliness, everything is pretty remarkable. And if you guys can see out our back window here, got a little bit of rain happening. And you guys may not be into seeing like swampy area behind you, but I love that this cabin is right up against this water. I'm hoping that we get visited by Mr. Alligator tonight. So we're gonna go into the pool closest to us, the meadow pool. The chairs are distanced apart from each other. Plenty of room in the pool, but this is the smaller pool. It's like a bathtub in here.
It's wonderful.
Ooh-wee. It's very uncongested in this pool. It's just us, one other family. Nothing but trees all around you. And the water is like a bathtub. Well, 7:03 a.m. Been up for about an hour, but in all honesty, I've been up pretty much most of the night because our friends in the swamp make a lot of noise at night. But we're gonna get a breakfast and we're gonna get some horseback riding in. What do you think lives underneath that tree? Also, pretty sure wild hogs live in there. And we're back at it. There's deer there. Oh dear. We paid for horseback riding this morning. It is an upcharge. I haven't been on a horse since I was 16. We used to work Flushing Meadow Park giving horse rides and pony rides. People putting their cameras and stuff away because you are not allowed to film or take pictures while riding. So we got our helmets, we registered. You do have to be 250 pounds or less to be able to ride. And I know that my game time weight yesterday was 252.
Why didn't you tell me I look stupid?
So they do, I guess, give you a couple pounds wiggle room. So I was slightly over, unless miraculously last night something happened and I lost 2 pounds. I am all geared up and ready to go.
And I'll adjust your feet more once we move up. These are your reins here. Okay. You're going to put both of them together and hold with one hand.
Your cell phones for the duration of the ride. Thanks.
Encounter some of Florida's native wildlife
And
along
this
the
is
trail.
about all we can
It is
video.
important that you are holding on securely at all times during the ride.
So
When we begin our ride,
we're off.
we will try.
We did the horse riding. It's about 45 minutes or so. 2 guides on the trail. The trail is absolutely gorgeous. Did you like it?
I loved it. Too many mosquitoes, but I loved it.
Lots of mosquitoes, lots of mosquitoes on the horses.
If you go, wear bug spray.
Bug spray. We're heading over to the other barn for the Tri-Circle D Ranch.
I was excited. Fine, I was like, my knees were up. And then
In this barn, we've got more horses that normally pull the wagons. Skylar! And we've got little museum areas. Disney and horses. Disney and horses. Tri-Circle D Farm. Cinderella. Here's the artist concept artwork of what this building was due to look like. It is brand new. The Headless Horseman. The Calgary Stampede. These are all for weddings. And look at this. And you can press the button to hear the 1907 Calliope. This is Zilly, and this is Elsa. This is an 8-week-old pony. And the baby pony's name is Violet. This is Rocky. I don't know if it's Rocky 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 28, 32. Here's a look out into the back. Gorgeous facility. Phil.
This is Phil. You know what I think of? That's an outfit.
He left.
Yeah, 'cause I'm fine. Hey, there's
Oh. Turkeys.
Oh my god, there's so many, dude. Hey. Look at to your left.
Gobble gobble.
Look at you.
Oh my god.
Baby.
Look out, Thanksgiving is coming. Back at the cabin, we got charcoal. We bought the kind that you light the bag on fire, and that's got like, I guess, the propellant in it or accelerant to light the charcoal on fire. Burn, baby, burn. My friend the frog is still back here. Rip, rip. And so it begins. We're just eating dinner out by the swamp. Post feast, bring on the s'mores. We have provisions. We have marshmallows roasting on an open fire.
Marshmallows.
Marshmallow roasting. Steady precision. For some reason, next to the iPod or earpod case. AirPod? Earpod? iPod? Well, the fire is all burned out. Sunday morning, and we're gonna get out of here in a little bit. Heading over to Hollywood Studios to get a little bit of Star Wars action in. Overall, really super experience at the cabins. I'm really kind of sad that we are only here for 2 nights. I will say cost-wise though, this is considered, I believe, a moderate hotel at Disney, so somewhere in like the $3+ 400 range per night, so it is a little bit pricey. On top of that, there's a ton of fees. So there's taxes for the state, there's taxes for Orange County, there's a resort tax, so factor in probably like another $75 a night in taxes alone. We used up our points from our Disney Rewards card. We've been saving them up for the last couple years, and I think it was well worth it. It took us out of the mentality for a little bit of just never-ending panic due to COVID this year, so nice little getaway within the state itself. On that note though, we're going to get out of here, so thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for all of your likes, comments, and subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great day. We'll see you guys.